to probably the amazement of our US and European listeners and viewers, PAX Australia is coming back this year in physical format in October. So the organisers, Reed Pop, have announced that this Wednesday that the event will be back. There will be obviously restrictions to some degree. They'll be observing whatever capacity is allowed at the event itself. So I don't think we'll be seeing a PAX as full as it was 2 years ago and prior to that. The event is scheduled on the 8th of October through to the 10th of October in the Melbourne Convention Exhibition Centre in Victoria, my home state. Not that I live there anymore. And the good thing that they're doing as well is they'll be refunding any tickets if, for whatever reason, there's COVID-19 restrictions. So if Melbourne goes to another like third or fourth lockdown, then yeah, they'll refund the tickets, which I think is just sensible.
Fourth. Aren't we up to like the fifth?
I don't know.
Now?
You guys are getting a bit out of control, but thank God that it's all under control at the moment. So the PAX expert on the panel, Mike.
Yeah.
Number one, are you excited about this? Expert. Are you nervous about this? Are you?
So look, I wouldn't say I'm excited. No, mixed. So I went to PAX back in 2013, I think it was. I think it was the first one that actually came to Australia, and it was pretty cool. But it was a bit rough in terms of too many people being crammed into the place. They obviously didn't cater, size-wise on some of the panels that they had to be able to get people in. So I missed out on a ton of stuff that I wanted to do. You'd line up and you just couldn't get in. And it ended up just being just a way to catch up with people and, sort of see a few things here and there. I think they fixed that from what I heard in subsequent years, which is obviously a great thing. But, personally, it kind of just left that little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. If that makes sense. Just because it tainted that very first experience that I had. Now, in saying that, it was also an awesome experience because I got to meet a whole bunch of people. I used to be somewhat active, mildly active on a certain website back then called Kotaku. And I did, get to meet a lot of the people that I'd be chatting to on a daily basis in person, which I think was awesome. And, I still keep in touch with some of those people to this day, which is really cool. So I think the event is fantastic, and we don't really have anything like that in Australia. And the cosplay was really cool. I remember I sent you guys a whole bunch of pics of was actually, here's the thing, something you can't do this year, and you probably won't be able to do for many years to come, if ever again. Giving hugs to random people and stuff like that. Like there's a whole bunch where I've got my arms around MasterChef, and I've got
MasterChef.
Sorry, I'm going to keep calling him that. I've got my arms around a what was it called? Like that Energizer battery
Booth
and Batman and Booth Girls and whatnot.
Booth Girls are banned now, aren't they?
I don't know. Probably.
So you're using Booth Girls. Booth Babes was the term that you wrote.
Oh, well, I'm trying to soften it a bit.
I don't know what the term is.
But that was the term because it's alliterative,
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'll apply to be one. I'll just put a dress on, and I can be like
Borat,
Booth,
Mankini,
Booth Borat,
Mankini, Borat, Mike,
Booth
guy.
Bollocks.
So look, in saying all that, I will absolutely go this year. So when tickets become available, I will go. Assuming, of course, you guys go as well.
Because I'm interstate. For you guys, it's just like, oh, go, yeah, no, whatever.
Not quite as easy as that, but yeah.
For me, I need to book flights and things like that. I won't be able to drive down. And then flights, it always makes me nervous with the COVID restrictions. Just how many friends from Sydney are trying to go back to Melbourne and then they get their tickets cancelled, the flights cancelled at the last minute, or can't get out, which is probably worse in my case.
And I don't know if you get refunded for that kind of stuff. You'd probably be able to get.
You do, but getting back, like some people got stuck in Melbourne with the last lockdown. So
there's a few problems though because so first of all, there's only, as you said, 10,000 attendees per day that can go into it, which isn't a huge
that we know of now. Like who knows
number.
by October, right?
Well, it might change, but there'll potentially definitely be some restrictions, which I think will mean there'll be limited tickets to begin with in that sense. And secondly, with the flights, you've got a bit of a difficulty because they might actually cancel the event, but they might not cancel flights.
Yeah.
So you'll just have to come hang out. And,
I will. Look, I'm super keen. If you're definitely going to go, I think
Yeah,
if I'm
I'll
going,
go if you go, and you'll go if I go. So I think we'll go.
I don't see a scenario where you just wouldn't go because I think we're about the same level in terms of, the virus and like our, protection and all that kind of stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I use protection, but I'm not scared of it.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Practice safe virus.
Hey,
Yeah, anyway.
Mike, out of interest, how much, what did it cost back in 2013 to go to PAX?
I actually don't remember. Something like $55 comes to mind, but I bought my ticket on the black market.
What?
As in, I missed out on the initial batch,
What?
and then I went on Gumtree and I had to get a ticket off Gumtree.
Oh,
but the
wow.
guy gave it to me at cost price. So I was in Sydney at the time, and I met up with him somewhere in North Sydney from memory, and he gave it to me at cost price, which was really cool of him. So he wasn't scalping or anything. Which was
That's
awesome.
good. That's good.
And
I've actually done that before. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I should have
same.
made
I
money.
think the whole scalping
He's
thing.
a respectable
I just
scalper.
hate that shit.
It's not scalping if you're not making money. What do you mean respectable scalper?
He
let
gave
me
it to me
have
at
my
cost
say.
price. He was awesome.
I think a respectable scalper is you add maybe 10% on, 15% on. That's a respectable scalper.
Well,
Give
I
me a
guess
bit of
yes,
juice.
because,
Give me a bit of
because oh yeah, to be fair, since we're talking about it, yes, I guess because you got to take time out of your day, potentially out of work. You got to spend half an hour meeting up with someone or whatever it takes, going to a particular location, etc. So yeah, okay, fair enough. You got to get paid for your time. But if people are asking 2, 3, 5 times the amount because of demand, I mean, they have every right to ask for it if they want. Assuming it's it's a legit, they can't go anymore because their partner is sick or something, or their dog had an injury or whatever. But if it's they bought 20 tickets and are trying to resell them in the last minute, knowing that there's going to be demand for it, that's just scummy.
So what's the question, Swinny? This is leading somewhere.
What do you mean?
Are you talking about the prices? Were you talking
That
about
was
what?
my question.
Ah.
How much
Yeah,
they
I don't
offered?
remember. I think it was 55, but don't quote me on that.
That's
It's just
that's
for
fine.
whatever reason it comes to mind. Yeah.
I'm just actually also interested. I know they've just announced it, and they'll start to give more information as they plan things because this stuff takes a while. But what are they going to do with the stations set up to play games? Are they going to sit there wiping down the controllers each time? And I know that at this point, Melbourne's in a very good spot. And by then, you'd hope that our vaccination program has picked up a lot of speed because it's going very slow at the moment. I'm interested to see how that stuff plays out because just every thought in my head, and I've never been to a PAX or obviously an E3, every thought in my head is just crowds of people packed together. And we know that, I'm going to throw a bit of shade here on gamers, we're all gamers, that it's not probably, I'm not going to say that I'm going to trust the hygiene of everyone going to PAX. That's all.
Dude, no, but
I shower daily. Thank you very much.
And I say that I'm into wrestling. I say that about them more so,
we're all very good with the hygiene, but you're right. And that also happens with the Smash community. And I know the Sydney Smash community.
I think it happens with the average person on the street.
Because of everything. Nah, it's particularly bad. No way, dude. No way.
Okay.
If I go to a random supermarket, sure, there's one person or whatever. If I go to like those type of events, I barely have a sense of smell. I learn again that I have a sense of smell when I go to those events.
Yeah, but they're a lot more packed as well.
No, dude. You're defending them. I've been to conventions. For business,
okay.
zero.
I'm sorry,
Zero
gamers. I'm trying to defend you here.
You should
These
avoid.
2 people are
You're the
saying
gaming
we're all filthy
anti-gamer.
animals.
You should avoid.
I'm the pro anti-gamer gamer.
You should avoid independent wrestling shows as much as possible throughout your life.
So looking at the 2019 prices, it was 65 a day or 170 for a 3-day pass, but that is early bird pricing as well. I can't see how they would charge less, given that the costs will still be astronomical. So I wouldn't be shocked if they charge more, maybe 200 for
less
the 3-day
people
pass.
that can attend, I
Correct.
think. So,
Yeah,
because they
correct.
can't cram as many. So the prices will probably go up.
I don't think it can go up crazy amounts. So I'd probably expect it to be like 220 at max for the 3-day pass.
Balancing act, I guess.
But I'll definitely go. Like, we should actually buy the ticket straight away, Mike, because it's just, if you're going to go,
they'll go quick. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shit, I should buy flights actually, because the flights will go as quickly as well, right? This is a whole logistics effort for me.
Yeah, it's a massive logistics effort. Yeah, but we are getting cheap flights at the moment, so
okay,
line it
maybe
up,
I'll check that. And Swinny, where do you land on it? Are you going or not?
It's a bit of a wait and see for me. I'd like to go, but I kind of want to see how they're going to approach that. Things I just asked about, how they're going to handle these stations. Are they not going to have stations there?
No, I've got insider info on that.
Ooh.
So Oh, yeah. So I spoke to my mate Phil, who apparently donated a bunch of Kinect devices for people to use. So all you can do is play Kinect games.
You
PAX
idiot.
Connect.
You idiot.
Good way to revive the brand, I suppose.
No, look, I'm excited by it. I think it's going to be cool. I'm glad that, we're kind of getting back to a normalcy. But yeah, I don't
until
think.
the next lockdown.
Well, yeah, I don't think you can rely on the vaccine rollout in Australia because it's not going that well compared to the States or Europe. All right, let's get into our next bit of news. Teenage